YouTube, man? It's your boy Lil Ty checking in for another reaction video. And before we start, I know I have been a little bit inconsistent. And like I say, if you got, you know what I'm saying? I like to say that I'm your logical little bit brother. Depending on if you're older or younger than me, I'm your, you know what I'm saying, logical little big brother. And of course, we gonna have to have us a logical conversation down in the comment section down below about everything we react to. Matter of fact, that's what we gonna start doing. I'm gonna have to make this a habit. Like we logical. We real logical around here. I like to believe that the people that subscribe to me and watch me is they think the same way I think, you know, because supposed to be standing out of pocket. But before I get into the video real quick, shout out to Charles Forte. I ain't gonna lie. Like I say, I do need to start making it a habit if I'm watching somebody's video that I need to include their channel name, so y'all go show them some love, and you know they doing a little bit better than me. I'm just reacting. That's just all it is. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to ever watch the original without hearing me blab about it, then that's where you go. The title of the video is "She Won't Date Him, Still Demands Flowers. Ends friendship when he says nah." Now I'm keeping it 100. Like I say, we logical around here, so trust me, anytime I'm saying that, it's never in spite, and I don't ever want y'all to think that it's that I'm jumping straight to female hate. I promise you, I do be looking for videos where women getting off on the men too, and but in all actuality, it's a lot more men that do YouTube than women, so you kind of not finding too much. And yet I am gonna get a little bit on my reactions too. I'll start going over to TikTok on my computer so I can go down TikTok. You know, women do be having a point, but like I say, be on the lookout for that, because I will start, my content will get better, especially my reacting. So if there's something that y'all want me to react to, send me, go to my Instagram, TikTok, whatever. DM me, like send me something that you want to see me react to, and trust me, I'm gonna always be looking things of that nature, and I make a video. Hopefully, it make it to a video. But like I say, I ain't gonna speak out here out too much. Let's just start it. Simple little 10-minute video. Let's just do it.
You know, I appreciate when you guys tune in. Caption of this video reads, I understand that all men are not millionaires or in the NFL and NBA, but am I doing too much asking for grocery store flowers? Now, on the surface, that sounds pretty innocent, and why can't a guy get a gal some flowers? But it's far more diabolical than that. Let's check this out.
Tell me, am I doing too much? So I was talking to this guy. We friends. And I'm like, okay, you know, I like flowers. I'm telling him like constantly I like flowers. And I gotta understand that all my relationships are not like my past relationships. Like all the men I'm meeting now are not millionaires. All the men I'm meeting now are not in the NBA or the NFL. So I'm cutting slack. We have some government workers, you know, we have some construction workers. We have some men out here that will treat you better than they treated you, that had the big bucks. So I'm cutting them slack, okay? They may be more loyal than them. So I'm opening up my mind to new things. So I'm telling this guy, he like, well, government work. I'm like, okay, I like flowers. So he goes to the grocery store because I'm like making him pick up some things like on purpose to see like, okay, if he gonna grab some grocery store flowers, they like $20. Like, grab the flowers. He goes and he like, dang, I forgot. I'm like, okay, cool. So this particular time, which was the last time, I got upset about it because I sent you to the grocery store 4 times purposely. I could have went to the grocery store myself. I sent you to see if you was going to think, I'm in here, let me grab my girl some flowers. I'm in here, let me grab my friend some flowers. Like, just because she said she liked flowers.
Okay.
Baby, no, he didn't do that. So I pulled him up and I'm like, okay, cool. He's going to tell me, oh, my prior relationships, they never wanted flowers. I said, was they birthday or a celebration? I have nothing to do with them. My prior friendships never wanted me to do certain things, but I'm doing it. It's like, am I wrong for saying like this not gonna work? Like I'm cutting you off? Like as a friend, because we're not dating, we're not doing anything. But I'm just like, you know, keeping it cordial, like we're friends. But I'm like, I'm cutting you off as a friend because I know that you like me, and I don't want to keep wasting your time.
Okay. Right. And I know I'm a little tinier. Let's just kind of buff me up a little bit. We're just gonna go bottom of the screen for this video. I'm gonna be real, right? Oh, it's crazy. Me and dude got splash shirts on. That's side point. Honestly, I think that she did the right thing. And I know that might sound a little like, Ty, what you talking about? You said, but I honestly kind of see her reason is I don't really think it's anything wrong with it. She said that she was cutting him off as a friend. Now, mind you, I have women friends, I do, but I'm not buying them flowers. I don't wholeheartedly agree with what the hell she talking about. If I'm keeping it 100, but if she know that the guy do have feelings or whatever case may be, and in a sense that is kind of like stringing them along, so I don't think she's wrong. At least as far as what I've heard so far. So let's just keep watching and see what she's talking about.
Like you to keep investing in something that's I know it's not gonna work for me. And it's like one thing I train my women around me is never settle for less. And I feel like I don't know if that's not less or that's just something that he's not used to. So like I don't know, but I know like
Okay, now you losing me. She losing me now because this your friend, but the way you talking ain't like this your friend. Oh, I say in life, I'm not gonna lie, and y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section down below. But I feel like today's time people don't understand words. Like we just use words, but folks not truly comprehending what these words are. Like you said, this is your friend. You clearly aren't interested in the guy for real, but you are. Like I don't even know what it's giving right now. It's just giving you don't even know yourself for real, for real. And then we go from that to you cutting them off, which I'm like, okay, I agree with that because that makes sense. Because it, in a sense, it's stringing them along, especially if you know it ain't even innocent on your end for real, because you still trying to get him to get you stuff. The fact that he buying you groceries is crazy. That's beside the point. Because today's time, groceries ain't no little couple dollars that you gonna go buy whatever, whatever. Like that's you can pick up a few items and end up spending anywhere between $80 to $100 off the rip. So hold on, let's just keep hearing it though.
you only had to tell me something once, and I know women are a little bit more smarter and rememberable than men when it
Smarter
comes
is
down to
crazy,
mental
and I
capacity.
mean no offense
Like,
to it, but that's crazy.
how many times do you need me to tell you?
It's your
It's how
friend.
it started, it's how it would end. Let me know. Am I doing too much? But I think he gotta go.
It's a friend. I don't get it.
And so let me get this straight, because initially at the beginning of the video, I thought it was a situation where it was two people who were interested in getting to know each other on more than a friendship level. Even though she stated very clearly from the beginning he was a friend, I thought it was two people who were getting to know each other beyond friendship because they
Right?
were mutually interested and exploring what that will look like. And so her expecting a certain level of courting, okay, we can leave room for that conversation to take place,
Right.
but no.
Right.
That
That's not the
that's not
case.
what the situation is.
Exactly.
In fact, what we find out by the end of the video is that it's nothing like that. Matter of fact, it's the exact opposite. And it's actually something more evil. It's a woman who is willing to string a guy along just enough, keeping him in this realm of friend zone, but I'm also going to give him just enough attention to make him think that he has a shot, but only if he does what I tell him to do. And so let's go ahead and break this down from a couple different ways. The
Okay,
first one
okay.
being how she mentions her past dating experiences with NBA, NFL, athlete, things of that nature. And she even puts it in the caption. I understand that all men are not millionaires or in the NFL or NBA, but I'm not doing too much asking for grocery store flowers. And if this was a situation that had to do with her dating this man, seeing herself in a relationship with him in the future, etc., then okay, yeah, it would be relevant. Like I said, we can have room for that conversation, but we understand now this was a man who she only saw as a friend. She was not
Facts.
interested in him. And so what relevance does her dating experiences in the past with athletes and men who make millions have to do with a government employee, as she put it? That's what she labeled him and said he did as far as his career. It has nothing to do with it. It's simply her being able to boast about her past dating life and the caliber of men she's dealt with. And by doing so, elevating herself above this man who's just a government worker, making it seem as if she's doing him a favor by even entertaining him, even if she's not interested. And what
Okay, boom, my fault. I don't like I said, I don't keep doing it. But we always gotta break it down. We gotta talk about we gotta make this make sense. Down in the comment section down below. Let's be real. Now I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna keep it so 100 with y'all. What's y'all take on women like this? Like I say, it's in my opinion, It's never about the 1%. I tell everybody that. Anybody I'm talking to, any good woman out in the world. And if you so happen to be watching this video, and guys, y'all, let me know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. Y'all might be on the same page as me. The 1% never you. If I say right now, right, that women ain't nothing, like worth 2 cents for real, you shouldn't feel offended if you know you don't fall in the realm of the 2 cent women out here. Like you just gotta know. I feel like people are offended too easy, even when they know things aren't referred to them. Like I feel like this right here is crazy in my opinion, because I mean, this is your friend, which, like I said, the guy in the video saying the exact same thing. Reading that, it kind of made me feel like, when I first said, I'm like, okay, maybe it's a little innocent, but then it wasn't. It turned from that to nothing real fast, and I'm not gonna lie, I probably just said a lot of nothing the whole time. I probably just said a whole lot of nothing, but I ain't gonna lie. And hate is a strong word, but I hate women like this, bro. I hate women like I was just telling somebody this the other day. It is so easy to say no. Say no, you're not interested. And I understand what y'all may be saying. Some men are weird, creeps, whatever, whatever. They may follow you, or they are mad persistent. But at the end of the day, it's like y'all kind of enable people to do things like that too, because you're not just saying straight up no. Like y'all don't use the word no. Y'all use words that's kind of like no, but thank you type of like, or y'all be on lines like no, and then y'all will say it's because of this right here. Like just say no. Say no, you aren't interested. It's not that hard, honestly. What happened to when people be like the worst thing that they could say is no? If I walk into a girl right now, out and about, hey, you look beautiful. Can I get your number? Whatever, woo, woo, and she say no. You're not. You don't look like you're my type, or I'm not interested in you. Okay, that's what it is. But not be like, yeah, give me a number just to see what you can get out of me. Because really, this is all it is, in my opinion. You, if it's just as simple as you going grocery shopping yourself to get yourself some flowers, you are a single woman fending for yourself out here in the world. You're accustomed to NBA players, NBA and NFL players. You're accustomed to millionaires more at the store. Then you land you a six-figure nigga after $1 million nigga. For one, I'm not gonna lie. What millionaire? And like I say, we don't know all millionaires, truth enough, but have we anybody ever seen this lady before? Or if you have, let me know in the comments section down below. I might not be hip, but I don't like stuff like that. Let's keep going.
Women like this will do because they're able to get some kind of attention from these athletes and rappers, is they think that automatically puts them in a certain class or caliber where they don't have to accept anything less than what they were able to get from that man, even if it's an anomaly as far as things are considered. That's number one. Number two, you learn that these women end up exaggerating the actual experience they're having with these men. And so for them, it's in fact, they believe they're dating. It's a legit, we're dating, I'm seeing him, he's whining and dining and doing all this for me. When in reality, for him, she's just another name on his roster. She's just another woman he comes and hits up when he's in town for a back-to-back. They got a game in a different city this weekend. Let me send her a message and let her know where to meet me at. And she need to be ready to bust it wide open. And so basically the government employee is placeholder guy, at least until she's able to get attention from another athlete. At that point, then she'll have no use for him
Valid
anymore
point.
beyond the very little use she sees for him currently, where if he's not willing to do what she expects him to do, then she doesn't even want to give him the amount of attention she's already feel like she's overextending herself to give. Now here's the dilemma.
Why inconvenience
Women
yourself?
like this who are able to get some attention, date, have an experience or two with men of that caliber, they end up believing that's their new level when it comes to men. And they'll look down on any man who doesn't match that level as being.
And another thing that I feel like he might not say, what do you have on your own? I never understood how people can, in my opinion, that ain't even nothing to flex about for real, for real. If anything, that's a negative. You had you a NBA or NFL player. I mean, you had, that's a key word right there in my opinion. Once had, but you don't have. So something got to be wrong with you regardless. Or they just decided, it felt like that, damn, she has nothing going on for herself. So why the hell am I with her anyway? It's like, go get digging in a sense. Let's just be real.
Not good enough. When in reality, the men who they look down on are actually their level. Because most of us, most people in general, men and women, we're average. Average looking, your average earning, your life is average. And it's people who fall being above, and there's people who fall being below. And ultimately, these end up being the very same women years later who will complain that there aren't any good quality men out there that want to take them seriously for dating, for marriage, etc. But really what ends up happening is they end up wasting their most valuable years of beauty where men find them the most attractive and they actually have the most leverage in the dating market because they believe they're better than the men that they're actually on the same level as.
Facts.
You would not believe this. The NBA player I was dating is in my DMs, in my phone, in my comments. Like, I literally had to block him. I had to remove that because I didn't want everybody in my business. But it's like he really trying to get me back. This dude had the nerve to text me and ask me. He put me on a PJ and apologize and take me to the Eagles game, opening game. I'm like, are you trying to be funny? Because y'all know the dude that was trying to holler at me and talk to me, he plays for the Eagles. So I'm in my head like, what should I do? Should I be funny and take it? Take those gifts, take the PJ, which is a private jet. Should I do all of these things to play in his face? Or should I just leave him alone? I don't go back to a level God leveled you up for. That's what I just heard God tell me. So I just want y'all opinion.
Why?
But yeah, go subscribe to my YouTube. The link is in the bio.
Here's the thing. A lot of these instances are performative and exaggerated. By the end of that video, she's telling you to go subscribe to her YouTube so you can hear all the rest of the juicy gossip and details unfold. But I'm just a bit skeptical, especially then when you hear things like this.
Just make me a hoe. So tell me why I fell in love with my NBA player boyfriend best friend. But before you judge me, let me give you a little recap.
I ain't gonna lie, before we even let her finish, we're gonna judge her off the meat rack. I'm gonna keep it 100. Let's gotta judge you off the rip. Gee, either you really good at clickbaiting and this is all in your head, or something's really wrong with this lady. I ain't gonna lie, and it don't take one person to say something. That's also a crazy thing about it. It take one person for your name to circulate. And people with money, they all know who not and who to, you know what I'm saying? If you be easy or not. I cheated on my NBA player boyfriend with his best friend. She's really good at clickbait. I'm just, matter of fact, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt and I'm gonna say you are mad clickbaiting. I'm not gonna lie.
Story time. But first and foremost, I want to give
Becoming
a
a
shout
single
out, a
mom.
special congratulations to all the graduates, all the single moms, single dads, single grandmas, single godparents. No shade to the two-parent households or the people that got a village behind them. But the ones that been out here doing it by themselves this whole school year, I'm telling you, I am proud of you. We made it. I'm a single mom.
This lady says, mine used to pick them and leave them on my desk. The best. Another one says, I will break up with the man that won't get me flowers. He has 30 days from the day we meet. Someone else says, no, you're not wrong, because how many times have you mentioned it? If he wanted to, he would. What he shows you now is how he will do you later on. Nope, it's time to hold them accountable for them to finally get it. It's weird. I always say flowers are so easy to get, yet so hard for men to do. You're not wrong for standing on business. Some of this would make sense if she actually had a genuine interest in the guy, but she doesn't. And so the fact that these women still expect that level of consideration from a man who a woman's made clear she's not dating and doesn't want to date is simply keeping around as a placeholder. It's hard to go back once you've experienced a wealthy man. They live rent-free in all my dating situations, which is basically what we spoke about earlier before, where the second a woman experiences a man who is an anomaly in her dating life, she makes that her new norm, despite the fact that she's had 99% of her other dating situations with average men. And so she has all these women like-minded on the same page she is, feeding into her delusion, and they don't even see anything wrong with what she's saying. But guys, let me know what you think.
I'm not gonna lie. And like I say, he has a really good valid point. Yeah, in life, G, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all have to start living in real life. Just because you bag somebody with some money, it does not put you in that bracket at all. Because the time they leave you, you are literally back down wherever you were previously. In my opinion, it's like this. If it and this is for women, I'm not gonna lie. This is if I was a woman. Pause in advance. But if I'm a woman and I so happen to get a guy with some money, huh? And of course that shouldn't be your intention shouldn't be going in with a process in mind. But you need to be getting something out of it. I'm not gonna lie. It shouldn't be a reason why you as soon as the nigga leave you that you back down to where you were. If you leave, you supposed to leave something like that in a better situation. That's why I say nowadays all women care about, in my opinion, is materialistic things. And like I say, I'm not referring to the 1%ers. The 1% of women who don't give two shits about anything material wise. I'm not talking about y'all. So don't come down in the comments attacking. I'm just saying it just makes no sense that majority of women think like that. You should come out of it with something. I'm gonna keep it 100. I feel like you lost out. Realist, you lost out because you didn't come out of there with something. You supposed to come in and leave better than you came. The least you can do if you was gone. And it didn't. And it don't. This lady don't necessarily seem like she genuinely loved like the whoever the hell she talking about. Cause you wouldn't be on the internet saying shit like this. And then the fact that you've done multiple things like this, like you cheated. I think she's just a really good storyteller and a clickbaiter. She's well at her job because there's no way that she didn't have an NBA player or NFL player or a millionaire for that matter, and nigga didn't put you on. It had been what Buddy was talking about, which was you just the person, the stop. You just the girl in the city. Then when he come through, like, dang, well, I been hit this. Believe it or not, all men don't want to always go smack new things all the time. Sometimes you gotta trust what you know. And you really don't trust it, but you trust it enough to, be like, okay, let me hit, old girl back up again. But let me know what y'all think about that in the comment section down below, because I ain't gonna lie. It's never about the 1%ers. It's always about the majority. But I appreciate y'all folks for tuning in to another video, man. Love y'all folks. Appreciate it for tuning in back. Peace.
Everything gone. I act a fool when I go and perform, but